there's no way, right? There's no way that the US government and Israel decided to go for a 4-day ceasefire exactly when Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and Cyber Monday are supposed to happen. Y'all, let's just not spend any money this Black Friday. Is anybody down to just like cancel it all? Bring capitalism to a halt until they stop this freaking genocide?
Welcome to Seen and Heard podcast, where everyone should be seen and heard. And my co-host Bella.
Hey.
Yes, so boycott continues regardless.
Yes.
So if in case you missed it, we have news and an update on Israel and Gaza here. These are live updates from ABC, and they have
Look at that
called
McDonald's ad.
out
You
right.
see that?
Yeah, we're not getting McDonald's. So they have called for a not even a ceasefire. It's like a humanitarian pause, I believe it is. Humanitarian pause. Ceasefire hostage release will not happen before Friday, senior Israeli official. The ceasefire
Yeah, but
and
they're calling it a ceasefire.
right, it's not a ceasefire. The
And I
cease
think it's to make people be like, woo, we succeeded.
And because of that, they want to, like the lady said in the video, they want people to go back to business as usual. They want people to forget and be distracted once again, and go shopping. Nope, we're not going to help them meet their bottom line this holiday. At least I'm not speaking for myself.
Yeah. Nope. Same.
I will post the link in our description box, so you guys can check the full article out for yourself. And what have you learned in the meantime, Bella, from some of the creators that you follow?
Man, I've learned so much. You mean since the last time we've talked, or just since this all? Um,
Well,
I've learned a lot of. Okay, go ahead.
not just the last time, but just recently, even with the cause of the ceasefire or the supposed ceasefire.
Oh, okay. Um, I feel like this is a pop quiz. I'm getting anxiety.
No, relax.
Like, this is all I've done all day, and now I'm like, ooh. Um, I've just learned so much about propaganda and how much of it there is. It's like I don't even know where to start with all of the different lies that have been coming out and the way that things are worded is always on my mind. Every time I see anything that's like news or anybody in the government talking, like Darter had that, you know, he called it the Zionist. Can you hear me?
Hmm.
Okay, that Zionist playbook, and that was like in it, like, don't refer to them as people, and so there are all of these really distancing words that cause people to not care as much,
Dehumanization. That's a tactic.
Yeah, yeah. And watching that happen is just, and the gaslighting, you know,
Ugh.
like, this is not what it is. This is not what it is.
Speaking of gaslighting, I did a rant. If anybody out there follows me on TikTok,
I
you
was
can
gonna say, like, your video.
you can find me on TikTok. I did a rant earlier today, and I was listening to NPR, and there's a supposed historian specialist on the issue of the conflict, and the interviewer was saying, "So, Um, I'm paraphrasing. He said, "So you don't think this is a genocide?" He was like, "We have to be careful and not call this a genocide." Like, what are we witnessing right now? He's telling us we're not seeing what we're seeing. And he said that he didn't think that we should be calling this, what's happening to the Palestinians, a genocide. What do you call it? Tickling? Like,
Oh my God.
it's ridiculous. But that's one of my pet peeves is to be talked down to and gaslit
Hmm.
and uh thought to be a fool. I'm not men's a smart, but I'm not stupid either.
You know, so many people would just not be stupid if the school like system wasn't set up for us to deliberately be so.
Hmm.
That is as far as when you were like, what is one thing that you've learned? The people who I feel like now more than ever, I'm like, I know who my people are. Like, and that's cool because it's like you guys were coming to me, look what I learned, look what I learned, look what I learned, you know? And if it's in front of us, we're going to learn it. But it
Hmm.
was hidden from us. And so like how much stuff like everybody is coming together and pulling and fact checking. It's
And they've
crazy to
lost the
see.
plot. They've lost the plot
Yeah.
because the more that they try to tell us we're not seeing what we're seeing, the more they tell us, just don't listen to that, just listen to us. People have been doing their own investigation. They have been going down rabbit holes, finding out the real story. That's why there's such an attack on history because of situations like this.
Look what I got. I got a book after I was like, I don't need a book. But Darter is gonna read that. And
Mhm.
so
What's
but
the
it's
what's the
written
title?
from A People's History of the United States. Um but it's told from an indigenous perspective.
Mhm. Thanks
And
for sharing. We'll put the title in the description as well, so
yeah,
you guys
and
can
he's
check it
gonna
out.
I'll send you his link too. I think you follow him already, but I think he's gonna be doing some sort of live readings
Hmm.
of it. So if nobody wants, like if people aren't shopping or buying, that's fine. That might be a way that you could still get the information. So anyway,
It, and
tangent, but
is it going to be on Indigenous Peoples Day?
I don't know. I don't know when. I think he's still thinking about it. That's
Okay.
all I know so far.
Okay. When you
But I
find
could let
out,
you know.
okay,
Yeah.
you find out, we'll post the information in the description
Okay.
for you guys to check out. Now on to our next story. Um, we have Hollyweird. They are falling face first into the trope. And I'm not going to say what that is because I'm not generalizing, and this is not to disrespect anybody or anything like that. Because one thing also that's come out of this conflict is I've listened to a lot of Jewish activists, so they've been teaching us how to discern what Zionism is. We call it. So I saw somebody refer to it as Ziontology. So I appreciate those Jewish activists that are educating us on not cover using a broad brush in describing um their religion and Zionism, letting us know that there is a difference in that. Um
I'm so
so
thankful because that was really like unsteady, you know. It was like I think a lot of us felt what was right, but needed some clarity. So thank you to
Yeah.
everyone who spoke on that.
This situation with Melissa Barrera, I can't roll my R's.
Hmm.
Melissa Barrera dropped from Scream 7 after social media posts concerning Israel is not real. Hamas war. And it's not a war. It's not a war. This is a conflict.
Gardner refers to them as homeless, and I thought that that was kind of poetic, a little bit, so that he doesn't get uh, taken down.
So let me rewind this, and I'm going to leave it on mute. But according to the Hollywood Reporter, let's see here. Where are the I thought there were captions.
Hamas war. Jenna Ortega will not be returning as Tara Carpenter in Scream VII. Sources tell The Hollywood Reporter Ortega informed Scream Studios Spyglass months ago that she did not intend to return to the franchise. This news comes a day after Melissa Barrera was dropped from Scream VII following a series of social media posts amid the Israel-Hamas war. Sources insist that Ortega's departure has nothing to do with Barrera's firing. Barrera has made dozens of posts about the war in recent weeks. She wrote in one post on Instagram stories, "Gaza is currently being treated like a concentration camp, cornering everyone together with nowhere to go, no electricity, no water. People have learned nothing from our histories. And just like our histories, people are still silently watching it all happen. This is genocide and ethnic cleansing." A spokesperson for Spyglass, the company behind the Scream franchise, issued a statement that read, "Spyglass's stance is unequivocally clear. We have zero tolerance for anti-Semitism or the incitement of hate in any form, including false references to genocide, ethnic cleansing, Holocaust distortion, or anything that flagrantly crosses the line into hate speech." THR has reached out to a rep for Barrera. The actress starred as Sam Carpenter in the 2022 feature Scream, which helped revitalize the franchise and earned $137.7 million globally. She also starred in Scream VI, which was released in March of this year and made $168.9 million. Filmmaker Christopher Landon is set to direct Scream VII. Following the news of Barrera's firing on Tuesday, Landon wrote on social media, "This is my statement," with a heartbreak emoji. "Everything sucks. Stop yelling. This was not my decision to make." He later deleted the post. Earlier on Tuesday, news broke that Susan Sarandon had been dropped by talent agency UTA following comments at a pro-Palestinian rally in New York City on November 17th. For much more on this story and the latest updates, go to thr.com. This is The Hollywood Reporter.
That is so. Yes, the director he had to delete his tweet after she was dismissed because people were commenting up under his tweet, and so that's where the stop yelling came from. It's like, really, why didn't you just stand up for the star of the show? He couldn't even stand on principle and support the lead character for the movie. And this looks like McCarthyism 2.0. I sent you a video earlier that was the one creator was explaining what McCarthyism was and what they were doing to actresses and actors that want to speak out but they're not speaking out. And she went into the history of McCarthyism, and that's what this looks like to me. This is exactly what this looks like. Let me see if I can remember which video it was.
I'm looking up Spyglass Media
Yeah,
Group.
Spyglass is the company. Let me see. I'm looking for the video.
So
Was it? Oh no, is it gone? It looks like two of the videos are gone. They might
well,
have
Spyglass is connected with Walt Disney.
figures. Yeah, they took the
Uh,
videos
and
gone.
Chief Joe Roth.
Oh no, the video is
2010.
gone for real. That's more censorship.
I know. I need to.
All of this censorship.
Yeah. That's why I
Um,
posted on my Facebook about the DVDs and the CDs,
mhm.
because there's a person in North Carolina, I think Charlotte maybe, and they were looking for those so that they could put all of their digital evidence onto these so that there was like a physical copy, whatever. But they wanted them sent without people buying them to continue the
Mm.
boycott. I thought it was cool, so I was like, well, maybe somebody's got them, but nobody did. But hey, if anybody's listening
Oh, that's
and
crazy.
has blank CDs that you could burn or DVDs, I know someone who needs them if you would like to donate them. So
Oh, okay. I found it. Hold on. I think I found it.
Today,
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna flip this around here.
So just today, Susan Sarandon got dropped by her talent agency. Melissa Barrera was fired from Scream VII. Tom Cruise's agent Maha Dakil almost lost her job as an agent, but she did get fired as co-chief of Motion Pictures Department. A lot of people are currently comparing it to the McCarthyist era of the Cold War and the Hollywood blacklist. But what does this mean? During the Cold War, the Hollywood blacklist was designed to keep people out of the film industry, whether they deemed them to be communist or sympathizing to the cause. It was tied with the House Committee of Un-American Activities, and it was originally designed to stop the spread of fascism. So 10 Hollywood figures, otherwise known as the Hollywood 10, were called out for their ties to communism. They were imprisoned, and after they were released, they were blacklisted. It wasn't just these 10. Anyone who had affiliations with them were then barred from the film and entertainment industry. Thousands of people who had affiliations or connections suffered setbacks to their careers. This suffocated creativity, it eliminated countless artists, and it changed Hollywood forever. It's Hollywood's collective desire to do what's best for the studios, and they'd rather leave collectives hanging dry. Think about what the WGA and SAG-AFTRA were striking for. The workers have always been the sharpest thorn in the side of studio execs. The execs don't want to potentially disrupt their bottom line and alienate moviegoers. And since the Hollywood blacklist, the anti-leftist sentiment continues in Hollywood and America today. Back then, any impact on an individual American was deemed irrelevant in the face of fighting the great threat of Russia or communism. But now, instead of communism, replace it with being scared of saying words like genocide. This is why so many celebrities are scared to speak out. There is a concerted effort to punish anybody that speaks out about this ethno-state. Hollywood is willing to uphold their status quo in any way that they can, to maintain their imperial media hegemony, keep profiting and not disrupt their bottom line, and most of all, to continue their narrative to manufacture consent and justify their actions on their involvement in Palestine. Solidarity to everyone who's willing to put themselves on the line for this and to speak up about these atrocities.
We are collectively going to affect the bottom line because tank those box office sales. Don't go to these movies or anything like that.
yeah.
I remember seeing as a kid growing up, like a lot of black and white movies. They were talking about the McCarthyism. That's kind of how I learned about it. Of course, they don't teach it in schools or anything, unless you go to like film schools or something. Take theater class. We didn't really talk about it. I took theater, but we didn't really talk about. We didn't talk about McCarthyism or anything like that. But yeah, so I learned watching TCM. I used to watch TCM a lot, but yeah, so that's what's going on now. It's kind of the same thing, McCarthyism 2.0. And mind you, this is just an opinion show. We're not, we're just sharing information and what we share is for in entertainment purposes. So,
Yeah,
uh,
yeah. I don't know.
we just want to be clear on that. So,
The more that I know, the more that I realize I don't know.
mhm.
Like,
That I
I
mean,
don't.
at least we're still. I mean, we have nothing but time to learn because look how fast everything is changing. Like things we thought we knew, Like we thought we're like concrete. Oh, this is how it is. And this is it. This is just this. This is just the way it goes. No, that's not how life works. Look how fast everything is changing now. It's like my head is swimming.
It, mine too.
Like we'll wake up tomorrow. Like right now, everybody is under the impression that there's going to be a pause in the conflict. But we could wake up tomorrow or even before we go to bed tonight and then it be flipped on its head.
And there's so many things where I probably shouldn't like even go into like saying them on here,
Hmm.
and I won't, but there's like so many fears that I have about the exchange and everything, and I think about that too. Like, will it happen? Yeah.
Well, the boycott's still on.
Will they be safe?
We're still boycotting, so I
Oh, for
mean,
sure. Yeah. For sure. No, no, no. I'm excited to see the numbers. But then
uh-huh.
again, maybe I am sometimes it's like my For You page, and then I'll often stick to my friends too, a lot of the times, or following, or so, I don't know. The people that I'm like watching, I agree with, and it might be making it feel like it's a lot bigger, but it feels like a lot of people are on board with boycotting.
Hmm.
And so I'm excited to see some stats. People are going to make videos about stats. So,
Right, right. Yeah, there are people more
um,
qualified than us, so we're looking for we'll be eagerly awaiting the results.
yeah. And if you're smarter than us, come on.
Yes, come on the show.
Come
We're like
on.
yeah, we like we would like to have guests. Anybody we want to make like a full panel. We want differing voices. If you feel like you have something to say, just message us, leave us a voicemail. And speaking of which, since we're getting ready to close out for now, we have a Q&A. So leave us a voicemail here at this number, 615-237-8165, or speak pipe if you don't want to be on camera. Leave us a voicemail, a nice voicemail, PG-13. Be nice, and we'll play it on the show on a future broadcast. So we'll play your voicemails. Leave us feedback. Leave us questions. We'll try to answer them. If we can't answer them, we'll look for somebody who can. If you want to be a guest on the show, we look forward to hearing other perspectives and on different topics. And if you have an idea for a topic, leave us a message. And with that said, we are going to close out for now, and we will be back. I don't know if we'll be back on Indigenous Peoples Day. I don't know. It depends. We'll figure it out. But I want to attend I'm going to attend that make Black Friday brown with the monks and the nuns. So
Mm.
if you guys want to join, it's a free virtual event and it's on the 24th. And you can check our podcast before this one, episode 51. And there's a link. You click the link in the description box and you could join on the 24th if you like. If not, post some videos of you boycotting or confronting your family at the table. If you have to go sit with your family. But it also with
I
that,
saw a video where somebody was like, please record it if that
I know
happens.
we need some
And then you
content.
said that.
We're boycotting Hollywood, so we need some more content. We want to watch your videos. It's your time to shine. So we also would appreciate your support if you would like to donate. We have merchandise. You can click on the link and buy a coffee mug. Have coffee mugs. We have hoodies. We have pillows, t-shirts. All of your support is greatly appreciated. Uh, Cash App, GoFundMe. it supports our broadcasting, and we would greatly appreciate it. And we will see you guys on the next one. Thank you, cuz.
Thank you. See you next
Bye,
time.
everybody.